I felt called to shuffle the cards and do a lot of reading here. This feeling has been kind of haunting me for the past 2 days or so. I wasn't really ready to pull the cards. I think the message wasn't ready to arrive, maybe. But now, today, I felt my heart chakra, my heart center open, receptive, and I knew that the message was ready to unfold for the collective that arrived here. This love reading is going to be exploring messages over your current situation, your relationship, and your person, and see what comes through. So stay open to it and trust the intuition that brought you here, knowing that there is a message here for you to bring clarity and illuminate you and help you to align with whatever journey you need to live within this relationship, okay, or this person. So guys, thanks for clicking. Thanks for trusting your intuition. Trust what brought you here. I'm the Sacred Owl. And I'm kind of ready for your reading. I'm ready to shuffle the cards. We're going to be using the Gypsy Tarot today. I love this deck for love readings. And I think that the message is ready to come through. So stay open. And let's ask, what do you need to hear today? What is the message for you over this current situation with your relationship? What does this collective need to hear? Please clarify. Have the children. Interesting card. I'm going to be asking one more card to support the message on this one. And soon I will be sharing with you. And the Tree of Life. There's something about growth here. Whether what you and this person, I'm feeling more you want to grow, how you want to grow a relationship. But there's something about what the other person can give and how this other person can support the growth of the relationship too. I'm picking up in different energies, different vibrations, a vibration that is more stable, more consistent, more aware of the kind of everyday work that must be done in order to manifest a certain direction in a relationship. And I'm picking up in the more adventurous, more free-spirited, more let's see what happened energy in the other side. So it's very interesting the way these energies are presenting themselves, because it's almost like these cards are representing you and your person. And it's very rare that this card represents someone, but I feel that it represents the energy of the person in the relationship that knows and wants the direction they want to take. And I feel that the other person there is not really in tune with this kind of earthy energy. They're more free-spirited. They're more experimental, per se. I don't know yet if that means that they are not ready to align and to do the work. It just could be that they just do things and approach a growth of a relationship in a different way. But I feel that you're dealing, whether with someone that has these deep roots and you being that person that is more free spirit, whether you are the tree here also, right? Like being the person that is rooted. So let's unfold this. Let's let this unfold and ask. But this is the dynamic. I feel that this is the dynamic, between you and your person. Very interesting. The fox. There's hesitation here or a reason to be aware. Let's understand why the fox is here. Please clarify the fox. What are we talking about? I kind of like this reading because it's really about when opposites attracts. You and your person are opposites, so let's find out if, yeah, there will be growth in here. Lucky Gypsy. And 2 cards. I have, ooh, there's interference here in this relationship. Mask of Spell and the Gypsy Marriage. So the Fox is a card that could sign that there is a sort of need of being observant over a situation, or of the person that you are, or maybe even the energy, or it's just that could really be signing towards you needing to give time in order to find out who this person is. But then right after that, I have the Lucky Gypsy and the Mask of Spell, and I feel that your current situation, relationship, could be suffering an interference from another woman. Okay, this is not necessarily a person, like a third person in the relationship. Could also be someone's mother, someone's sister, someone's friend, okay, that has a sort of like opinion and the connection itself. And yeah, it's interfering. You know, I see a lot of talk, I see a lot of communications that do not belong to these 2 energies that I see it in here, but does influence these 2 energies that are here, okay? And actually, I'm quite curious to know which energy you kind of feel that is yours, whether it's this free-spirited one or the tree. Where do you find yourself on this reading? Nevertheless, this energy here is from someone else, okay? And this is definitely creating a sort of disconnection between you and this person, okay? And not, what I'm hearing is such as maybe you're seeking, both of you or one of you is seeking advice outside of the connection because of the quality of you two being opposites, and someone is kind of interfering in a way, yeah, well, is this really gonna work? Okay, so this is what I'm picking up, and this is bringing tension, maybe toxicity, and a sort of like vibration that makes it hard for these 2 different poles to connect, all right? So let's keep asking, okay, what else do we need to know about this situation? I want to leave these 2 cards on the table. I don't want to put them in the deck again, the children and the tree. I kind of want to leave that. Please let us know. There is definitely interference here. Could this be for someone else, Sacred Owl, that is like, yeah, I don't know, a third person? Could, of course it could, okay? So if you're feeling that there is distance and all of this, this could also be one of the reasons, but for now, this is what I'm picking up. And have the snake. Guys, you're definitely feeling like that there is a wall between you and this person that is not like moving forward. There's a stagnation between you two, and now you know the reason why, okay? Please tell me about this person that tell me about your person, right? Let's ask about your person. Tell me about them, please. I have the heart. Gypsy Baron, which is kind of a nice card. It's a very earthy, it's a Capricorn energy. Okay, not necessarily they are Capricorn. They might be an earth sign, or they might be a little bit older than you, or more like I don't know. I feel they are balanced. You know, they are balanced. Rooted. And I have one more thing to say, but I want a confirmation before. Please confirm the message that I'm receiving. Please confirm the message. The rats. Oh, I understand. It's actually a little bit different than I expected. That's why I asked for confirmation. Interesting, because I saw the heart and I saw this card and I say, okay, they might be rooted, they might be, but no, actually, no. There is a lack of solid ground here. That's what I'm feeling, actually. It was interesting that they show up like this, and right after the cards say, no, it's not necessarily that they are like this, it's that they are lacking this. So I feel that with the heart, it's very interesting, because it's not that they are not genuinely interested, genuinely affection, that they don't deeply care for you. I feel that they do. That's why the heart is here. Nevertheless, they lack stability. They lack maybe even maturity. They lack something, that doesn't allow them to deliver a solid ground to the other. It's a little bit of a conflictuous energy and feeling. Okay. This might be because they're still in their own process of growth and understanding how to conduct a relationship. All right. But I do feel that there are some things about this person that are not really rooted at this point, okay, of their life. And this causes a feeling of loss and tiredness and exhaustion, maybe in you, okay? This could also be reverse the energy, but I don't feel is the case. But for some of you, this is the way it is, okay? So, interesting. So know that they are genuine about you. It's just that with this Aquarius card, is that every single day is a different day. So that tower makes sense. It feels to me that you want consistent, you want a stability, and you want someone that is going to be like, even in an adventurous way that allows expressive, expressive connection, but above all, spontaneous things to happen. I feel that you are open to that. It's just that there is nothing to ground yourself in here. When this person wakes up one day and they are super infatuated, but they show up with a completely different energy, and tomorrow is going to be a different thing. You might be dealing with a Gemini or an air sign here, okay? Or they have a lot of air in the chart, what makes them change their mind all the time, and this is exhausting, all right? Interesting. What is the advice here over this connection, please? What is the advice? What is the advice over this connection? Please clarify. What is the advice? Seven Paths of Destiny. One more card to clarify, and then I'll let you know what this means. But I think I already know. Please confirm. I have the Death card. When I pull up this card, which is a card of new opportunities, usually with a sort of like positive, like a business driven or life changing, like driven energy. But this is really something a little bit different here in a way. When I pull up this card, I heard like, it's time for you to change direction. Yeah, it's time for you to change direction. All right. I feel that that card is here because something is coming to an end. All right. We will see if this is the connection itself or if it's just the pattern of the connection. Of course, we're going to look into the future outcome. But it's time for you to kind of focus on yourself right now. All right. We already know the energy about this person. It's not just about this person. There's a lot of influence, a lot of buzz, a lot of like statics around this, and this person's energy allows this static in, allows these external vibrations in. I don't see them like creating boundaries over that at this point. Okay, so it's funny because the advice is like, look, start looking at other directions now. Okay, there's not just one way. All right, something is coming to an end, whether you want it or not. Let's see what it is. Or something is really transforming with the Death card here. Please clarify. I'm hearing you already know. I'm hearing you already know. You already know. You gotta let this go. Whether it's by releasing expectations over this person, okay? But I feel that for many of you, it's like whether you say, you know what, let it go of expectations and see where this is gonna go by itself. See what kind of transformations are going to be happening here. Okay, the rituals is a card that is telling us that. It's saying, hey, you know what? You gotta let it go. You gotta deliver this to the universe. Take out of your hands, okay? And just leave this energy to the universe to handle. And take care about yourself, about the direction you want to take. So for some of you, it's about if you decide to continue in this relationship, it's about that. Release the expectations about this person, about a change in the direction you want, and actually see how it transforms itself and which path it takes, but release the expectation. Otherwise, you're gonna get hurt. Now, for many of you, very straightforward is the Death card is asking you to release this. I don't see change here. Future outcome, please. In the near future, is there going to be a change if they let this go, or what's going to happen? I already have a card falling. I have Aquarius card, and it came upside down. Interesting. This is sort of a crossroad moment for you in this relationship, I feel, all right? I really feel this is a sort of crossroad moment for you, okay? I'm feeling and seeing you in the middle of a crossroad. That's why you click in here. Let me know in the comments if this makes sense to you, all right? And how this reading is resonating. Ooh, I have a card that fell, and I'm gonna pick up, guys, because it's sort of like I feel that there's an importance here. It is the Lucky Gypsy again. Talks about the interference. This person is returning here and the future outcome. Let's understand. The Healer. 7 paths. And I don't understand, sorry. Please clarify. You know what I'm feeling? It's about this this third person. It's a very strange message. Please clarify. I don't understand still. I don't understand. No, let's ask again. I don't get it. I want to know. Please clarify. Near future outcome. There is a lot of interference here. A lot. It's like, and it's not because. And actually, I think I start to understand what this is about. It's about, like, look, I don't believe that the interference is coming through you. If so, I feel and I hear something such as, like, you know what, you be a little bit more reserved. You know, it's not that you can share, okay? But in the moment that you want to make a decision, make it based on what's on your heart, okay? If you feel this interference is also coming through you, okay? If not, I do feel there is a lot of interference, all right? A lot of interference coming through the other person. They don't really have these grounds. It really doesn't. Once more, please clarify. Near future. Okay. what I'm seeing here, I'm having the Gypsy Tent Hermit card, Virgo energy, asking you to retreat. Give yourself self-love. I see you more focused right now, at least, okay? And finding fulfillment and more happiness. Focus on yourself, then within and in something new, because the beginning of the Gypsy Society, it's showing like a new beginning somewhere else, distant, all right? Is a completely reset. Nevertheless, with the heart here, I see you finding more fulfillment, more peace of mind, peace of heart, being on your hermit mode, retreating inward for a moment. All right? It's very interesting. What the future holds emotionally for you and this relationship and this connection, it's in blockage right now. So the cards are not really showing because there are so many things to unfold still within your connection. The future outcome emotionally for you, from this person, is this one. Nevertheless, I go back to it. I see you in the near future much more happy when you take a step away from this relationship and care for yourself and for your heart. And I see you being able to really kind of have a different perspective when you step away from that. And maybe the emotional outcome from this will only come when you take that moment for yourself and take that step back and see things from a distance, okay? This is the message I have over your love life, your current situationship for today. If you feel that this message was meaningful and brought you clarity, could you please leave a like and maybe hype this video? This will help my work here immensely, and you will nourish from it with your energy, letting me know that you appreciate, and also that that I should return with more love readings to you all. And if you find that on your heart that you would like to join our beautiful community here, stay much more than invited to do so and subscribe, okay? Thank you so much for trusting your intuition and clicking. Bye bye.